We live in a digital world. Everything is digital marketing now. I don't even differentiate between marketing and digital marketing anymore. It's all digital. And there's one industry category that I've worked with quite a bit. In fact, I started my career in manufacturing, working for a manufacturing company. And that industry, I talk to owners a lot. I've worked with several of them over the years, and they seem to have a hesitation, maybe an underappreciation. Look, I get it. You're running a manufacturing company. It's typically B2B situation. And a lot of the digital marketing stuff that's out there is B2C. I get it. Sometimes you've been sold on marketing for the wrong reasons, and it may or may not work. It's a high-touch selling environment when it comes to B2B, high information, relationship-based businesses, and things like that. However, I do feel strongly that even if you're a manufacturing company, the right digital marketing strategy can have a very big impact on your business. It can elevate you. It can bring you up to speed. It can present you in a way that really increases inquiries, helps you build better relationships, gives you a better trade show presence, makes your salespeople look better and resourceful, and just makes your company look better. So what I wanted to do today is talk about what a manufacturing company in the USA can do on the digital marketing front to be able to get their marketing to a higher level. That way they can take advantage of the latest and greatest tools and help them take their business to the next level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about website, content marketing, LinkedIn for B2B marketing, email marketing, SEO, CRM, and PPC. So stay tuned, and I'm going to give you the full lowdown on digital marketing for manufacturing companies. Welcome to the latest episode of Corner Your Market. I'm your host, Silas Kimide. In this podcast, I talk about all things digital marketing, from website design and development to SEO and PPC, as well as paid advertising, email marketing, social media, and anything in between. If you're a small business owner, a marketing manager in a company, or an entrepreneur, this podcast is for you. So tune in every Thursday at 10 a.m. You'll gain some practical insights, new strategies, tactics, and tools that will help you grow your business. To subscribe, go to corneryourmarketpodcast.com and select the podcast app of your choice. Then you can hit subscribe within those apps. That again is corneryourmarketpodcast.com. Also, don't forget to like and share our individual episodes. You can also leave a review in the app once you've listened to one of our episodes. Look, you might be in manufacturing and you might be very well established in manufacturing. And I've worked with quite a few companies that are. They've been there for 40 years, 50 years. Dad started it, son took it over 25 years ago. Now it's headed to the grandson or the granddaughter. I get it. You made it this far. You haven't done TikTok videos. Not that you need to. You haven't done any of the stuff that people talk about when you look at the marketing journals or things like that. And you made it this far. I get it, right? But here's the thing. Your audience is changing, right? The purchasing manager that's working at Boeing now is probably a millennial that is very digitally savvy. They might even be Gen Z. They're going to be very digitally savvy. They're going to look you up online. They're going to want to see who you are, what you do. They're going to go on your website. So even if they just learn about you, that's what they're going to do. They go to your trade show booth. They're going to go to your website. They're going to check you out. And depending on your industry, they might look up the officers, the main leaders of the company on LinkedIn and things like that. So the first thing that you really need to do then is make sure that you have a professional, user-friendly, up-to-date, state-of-the-art website. And it doesn't have to be, I'm not saying you have to create a website that has the latest and greatest animations and things flying from left and right. No, just something that represents your company in the 21st century, right? We're almost 25% we're a quarter of the way through this new century. I know I call it new because I'm from the 1900s, as my daughter reminds me, right? But we're a quarter of a way through the 21st century, and you need to make sure that your website is mobile responsive. It is easy to navigate. It has information in there that is useful, that is helpful for your audience. You need to have case studies in there. You need to have testimonials in there. You need to have application notes in there. You need to have industry notes in there. And it has to be optimized for search, right? Search is not just for people looking for cat videos. I've talked to enough folks in manufacturing where they kind of feel like, yeah, our customers don't search for us. Yeah, they might not, but there's probably a certain percentage though that check you out, right? That just want to know what you're all about. Your competitors, your suppliers, your vendors, your customers, they want to know who you're about. And that's one way to tell them who you're about. I touched on this a little bit, but after the website, I would look at your content marketing strategy. One thing in manufacturing is your potential customers want to know that you have worked with people like them, right? That's one thing I've learned. They want to know that you've worked in similar applications, in similar industries, or in the industry itself, and you can speak their language. So you need to create content that addresses those questions. Just listing out an FAQ might not be enough. You might need to write some application notes. So blog posts on industry trends and solutions to show them that you're on top of it. White papers and case studies demonstrating your expertise. Video content showcasing your processes, your facility, your quality control, whatever it is that you're wanting to showcase. Very important to do, and something that'll have a major impact in your perception and your brand. So that's the second thing that I think manufacturing companies really need to do. And then the third thing is leveraging LinkedIn for B2B marketing. I mean, if you're doing B2B sales, you're evaluating, if some sales guy calls me up B2B related and wants to establish a relationship, that guy's probably going to send me a LinkedIn request. He's probably going to look at my LinkedIn profile, look at my background. I'm going to check him out on LinkedIn, see what he's doing, what he's all about. Does he have reviews? Does he have good endorsements? Is he part of the trade associations that I respect? What's his deal, man? And it's kind of like dating, right? B2B sales is like dating. It's just a long way of dating, right? Long form way of dating. So LinkedIn is crucial. I know a lot of people just think that it's for job hunters and recruiters and things like that. I disagree. If you're part of different industry groups, if you're part of different groups there, it can really boost your credibility. And it can help you build relationships. Look, there's a lot of spammers and a lot of salespeople on LinkedIn. I get it, right? But there's also genuine connection happening. I know one lady who runs her entire consulting business off of LinkedIn, organic LinkedIn leads. And I was talking to her a couple of weeks ago, and I was like very impressed. Her posts are widely shared. She puts out really good content that her audience loves, and she gets leads from it, and she gets business from it. It's purely B2B, and it's science related too. It's really geeky stuff. So you really need to, as a manufacturing company, you really need to leverage LinkedIn. You need to figure this out. You need to spend some time sitting down, working this out, and see how you can use that, right? So that was number 3. Number 4 is email marketing. Look, if there's one place where B2B marketing really can excel, it's on B2B. It's on email marketing, right? Because the relationship-based sales model is you're giving something valuable to your prospect and you're educating them on the value you can bring. The best way to do that is through email in this day and age. So build an email database, build out, personalized content pieces that you can send out, make it valuable, make it insightful, put some effort behind it. And we've written many of these for our clients, hundreds of these. We write hundreds of these per year. And so get that out there in front of your audience. Every prospect should have some kind of a pathway, like some kind of a funnel that they're going through in terms of email, drip campaigns. It's got to be done, guys. It's got to be done. And then the fifth is SEO. The next 4 or 5 that I'm going to list are actually based on priority level. So I would say up till now is like a baseline level. You got to do all these things. Now I'm going to talk about ways in which you can prioritize them. So the first thing to prioritize is SEO. Find your keywords, optimize your website, and get everything optimized. Like all those content pieces that I told you to write, they should all be optimized. They should all be posted on your website with a really good tags in there, H1 tags, links, backlinks, all that kind of stuff, right? So SEO would be the first one. And then the next one after that would be CRM. Get yourself a good CRM. Track interactions with corporate clients, prospects. There's very sophisticated CRM packages out there. Find the right one for you. Manage your leads. Have a sales pipeline. I do this for my business. I've got a sales pipeline. I've got a follow-up schedule and things like that. Reminders that pop up. Oh, you got to contact Becky today with this. And here's the conversation history. Here's the email history. Not difficult to do. And every manufacturing company should have a CRM system like that. The next one is a little bit, controversial in the sense that you do need to, I wouldn't say controversial. It needs to be targeted and it needs to be strategic because there's hard money dollars involved. That would be PPC advertising, right? So if you're going to use Google Ads and you're going to spend money on PPC advertising, it's a good idea to focus on keywords that would bring you business and also be strategic about it. There's one manufacturing company that lives in, I'm not going to identify them. I'm just going to use fake states for now. I'm going to say, okay, I have one client. This is a real scenario. I'm just changing the circumstances. I have one client that is in, let's say, New Mexico, right? And there's certain things that they're doing in New Mexico that is allowed for their processes that is not allowed in New York, right? Or Florida or Texas. Let's just pick a state. And so what we've done for them is we have implemented a PPC strategy of targeting, finding out where these major customers are going to be, and just doing a PPC targeted campaign in those specific states where this process is more expensive and this process is, is tightly regulated. So they can just send that job to us in New Mexico. And so that's a really creative way of using PPC. And I think you could do that for your manufacturing company, no doubt about it. And I think you should really consider it. So anyway, so those are the things that I would start with. I would look through those things. I would look through your website. I would make sure that your website's in good shape. Get it really nice looking. Get it really, mobile friendly, easy to navigate, and then focus on your content, industry trends, case studies, white papers, video content that would be relevant to post on your website. You can also distribute that on social media. Speaking of social media, leveraging LinkedIn and doing B2B sales through LinkedIn, and then building an email newsletter that you can send out proactively, and then search engine optimization, SEO, customer relationship management, CRM, and then PPC. So that's just a really quick, high level set of things that a manufacturing company should be doing. I think if you implemented these 7 digital marketing essentials, you'll be well positioned to attract and engage corporate clients, large clients, showcasing your manufacturing capabilities and expertise. That's what this is going to let you do. So be persistent, set out a plan, and just get it done, and you'll be surprised at the results. So if you have any questions on what a manufacturing company should be doing when it comes to their digital marketing, you can always reach out to me. I'm happy to help, lend my expertise. But until then, take note of what I've told you and get some marketing done. And until then, happy marketing to you.
If you're a small business owner, a marketer in a company, or an entrepreneur, this podcast is for you. you'll become better educated and informed when it comes to digital marketing. And if you implement the strategies, tactics, and tools I discuss in this podcast, your business will grow and prosper. To subscribe, go to corneryourmarketpodcast.com. That again is corneryourmarketpodcast.com. You can also search for Corner Your Market in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcast, and you can subscribe through those apps. Also, don't forget to like and share our individual episodes. You can also leave a review. Finally, I would love to hear from you, so if you have any questions, feedback, or general comments about the topics I discuss, feel free to send me an email. I will be sure to share and discuss your feedback on the air if it will benefit our listening audience. You can write to me at connect@corneryourmarketpodcast.com. Just put listener comment in the subject line. That email again is connect@corneryourmarketpodcast.com. Thanks for listening. I look forward to being back next week. Until then, be good and do good.